Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm That Resolves, and this is Feln Control. So it's looking like this is becoming the stock list of Feln Control now. And it is a little bit spicy playing the full playset of Channel the Tempest. And I do sort of bark at this a little bit just because it's a bit on the pricey side, but I think I'm mostly just nostalgic and just wish that we could have Vara again. But Channel is able to put away the game, and it's another way to win the game that isn't able to be interacted with by your opponent's removal. So much like the Jotun caller and the champion of Cunning over here, we're just going to be able to run our opponent out of removal and just get them dead basically, because that is the plan of the game. Just stabilize, run our opponent out of threats and removal, and then just pop them down with some like 11-5 champion, and then finish up the job with a channel for 11 or whatever. So the deck does get to play perhaps one of the better merchants for this kind of archetype. I'm a big fan of the Shadow Merchant, just because this will trade with whatever. So like Sandstorm Titan, like, doesn't matter. You can buy yourself a little bit of time against decks that are sort of higher on threats and lower on removal. As this 2 just sits there, and it'll trade for whatever your opponent's biggest attacker is. And when you get to pair that with like removal spells, that's still pretty nice, because then if they just attack with like something that they don't mind trading, you just get to kill that. You've still got your 2 on your play just holding the fort. But what does the current merchant do for us? Well, it helps us to fix our influence and power. Just having a Feln banner in here. Not sure how I feel about that. Generally don't want to be picking up like a power from the market unless I really need to, especially when we get the champion occurring as well. Just want both sides turned on. But we do have like a triple Primal spell over here, so just having access to it is probably quite important. Good Dark Return as well. Feln decks did start to play like 2 Dark Returns in the main, but with only like playing between 12 and 16 sort of creatures, it's probably not the best. But now having access to it, like after your opponent's just chewed for a champion of Cunning, just bringing it back and just being like, well, now I've got, I don't know, an 8/6 champion. Like you've already had to use 2 removal spells in it, so what's happening now? Yeah, Dark Return is good when you want it. It probably seems like I knew tomorrow in the other decks that I was playing. Just having these really good cards that you only draw when you want to is pretty powerful. Then in Cold Blood, just Macto, that sort of nonsense. Maybe even Ikari against like the Ikari decks that go around. Or if your life total is reasonably low, maybe even Rizan. Not much else to say about in Cold Blood. It is probably a little bit too good for the game, but the other reasons why Macto is bad right now, like just looking at Equivocate being massively playable. We've also got the Feeding Time, which does in the main deck, which is just sort of like a similar job to the In Cold Blood, but it's slightly easier to play because it is just XY rather than XX to cast. We have the Burglarize as well, which has been a little bit spicy. You can just steal an enemy relic, put it in your hand, you get Nightfalls, you get to, well, both players get to draw a card, but generally, if you've just stolen like a huge Mask of Torment, you're just going to get like plus 15 power, just make your own Torment, and that's, yeah, it's pretty rough beats for the opponent. Then Azindel's Gift, which I'm quite low on at the minute. Of course, it's still good in like the mid-range matchups and against like Primal, well, not Primal Carrier, regular Carrier. If they're not able to answer it the turn you've got, then they're going to be unable to go into the market to get the answer. But generally, if on like turn 6 or whatever, you see someone using the current merchant to go into their market, you'll probably want to proactively grab like Bar if you can, just because the effects of the game is quite gross. I just feel like most people are just prepared for this right now, but if you can catch someone unaware, Azindel's Gift will likely win you the game. Although I've definitely played a few mirrors where my opponents have gifted me, and I was just like, well, I've got some big champions in place, you're going to die anyway. Yeah, the market's good. I do like the Threat Suite as well. Got Black Sky Harbinger, which is just an all-star, especially against like any sort of beatdown decks. Someone's trying to go in for like Onion Bonus, and you also get a little bit of extra value out of your Permafrost this way. So if you Permafrost something else, it's still in play. So when the Black Sky Harbinger comes down, you get an additional life, which often does really help. Just the Black Sky coming down, gaining like 6 lives, and then having a huge life stealer in play. Does stabilize pretty much any board. Got Jotun Caller, which is perhaps why we've got the Channel Tempest in here, because this will draw us more cards, which means we'll hit our power drops, and it means that our channels will definitely be quite lethal. Champion Cunning is just like the best win condition, and it makes all over stuff better. Just like having a 6/4 Jotun Caller is nice, because that's going to be able to attack into a Sandstorm Titan, and you got to draw a card off it. So Cunning Merchant again is just a really good roadblock, like I mentioned earlier, as well as being quite nice with Champion of Cunning. Just having a 4-1, 6-1, 8-1, whatever. Just like, you probably can put whatever they want in front of it, but it's just going to take a chunk of life out with it. Then, so the only really big differences in this deck is the 3-odd Rindra's choice. I think that's probably right. You do want like 2-ish of this. Like if you could just play 2.5 of a card, that's probably where Rindra's choice is. You do get to pop like Alessi's, kind of stand together, just quite relevant right now, as well as being able to kill every single champion. Getting a carry as well, it is nice. I'm just like snapping off Rizans. The other one is the Crest of Vara. I keep playing against this Feln deck, and they keep having both Crest of Varas, so I spend the rest of the game like, is this actually just JPS and I need to be concerned about hash roll? So yeah, it's a good choice of Crest that. Let's go to the games. Played this deck quite a few times, and it's interesting to see how it just continually evolves. Okay, so here we are on the play. It's just like a straight redraw, just not enough power. It's all depleted actually. So let's just redraw this around the play. This is a bit better because you do get to Permafrost if you're against like a teacher. 2 Rindra's choice is a bit aggressive. If I had to strategize, I'll probably bomb one of them. That's when a matchup where it's actually good. Okay, Ricano was probably good. I think we just call deck here, no reason to like cold anything up. Let's just kill like Whirling Jaw, which is kind of nice. So Cold Deck's basically just digging again. Let's just grab Cunning Merchant, because this is just more cards in Colour Deck actually. Okay, so what sort of deck would this be? So is this like a Charge Rod deck? I suppose I actually just want the 4 power here, so let's just fetch this up for Feln banner. It's very likely that this just sticks around, so this gets to be underplayed, which is nice. That gives us 2 and 4. Just crack and pretty there. So opponents have like a torch or something, but obviously just don't value this dude. Okay, so this must be like some sort of bullet shaper deck if they're playing Privilege rank. So this could just be like an honest a carrier deck. Here we are, just sucks to not be on free. I'd love to slam this Feast Caller right here. Well, I'm just going to like try and answer them both like with Permafrost as well. I feel like I'm setting up for Rodden because they've got 2. They were happy to sort of go for it here. It does feel awful to Rindra's choice, like a 1-1 when we know full. Good. And we know full well that our opponent's got I don't know, better threats in the deck. I will Hailstorm here just to kill this rather than leaving it in play and letting the Divining Rod. Does kill our dude, which sort of sucks, but I feel like they were just setting up for Rod turn. I probably should have not been as aggressive with the Rindra's choice. Not that it's smart because we've got another one anyway. Oh, it would feel silly. It's got infinite of these. If we drew an undepleted power, we would have been able to Black Sky it anyway. Okay, well, this is what we want. 7th power. It's actually probably fine because we're going to draw a bunch of cards anyway. Okay, so torching this, preparing to vanquish it, I'm guessing. Or just making a carrier. Well, we'll actually attack here. Okay, so just lay it, so it must be a little bit suspicious that we're up to something. I can't really block here yet, but just taking 5 is fine. It's the Warcry that does more damage. Okay, so they're just setting something up. Cool. Woolsby making the dragon again. Feeling pretty silly about wasting that Rindra's choice early on. But I just wanted to protect ourselves from Rod, just because if that hits something like a killer, we're just like dead on the spot. Yeah. That's not, this deck didn't actually go away. But hopefully this whiffs. Oh, that's aggressive. So we do need would like a merchant here just to like in cold blood this. Okay, well, looks like we're just permafrosting both their things. Just hoping not to die here. I think even if we hit a merchant now to go and grab the in cold blood, it is a little bit too late. Probably biting us in the ass now that we didn't bottom that power. Because it would be 1 card deeper, but actually looks like it wouldn't have mattered. I'm also going to be cracking us for 11 here. And they've got a bunch of like Warcries on top. Okay, well, at least they wasted some on the Bullet Shaper, so got that going for us. Okay, so bottoming the power is actually gross. Well, topping that power out. You've got in cold blood here. Let's just pipe this down. So they do have a fast effect here. Did we hit any with Warcries? No. So I've got something else with Warcry in the deck. Well, hopefully we can just pressure our opponent with 4 or 5. Then next time we get to attack for 6, and then hopefully should be able to kill them to after that. But I think they've got another set of Warcries here. I think it is only 1 set, so it's just a +5/+5. Yeah, the extra power would have been better than the channel Tempest there. I mean, the extra power would have been better than the Annihilate, so we'll just be able to channel. But, so next time, don't matter. Live and learn. It's really sort of tedious if I'm just like letting our opponent back into the game. Okay, well, play the Feln banner just because it's depleted right now. Won't mind drawing another channel because that'd be lethal, but let's see what we can get here. So opponent does have this fast spell. I'm guessing it's just like a torch or something. Okay, what's this wisdom here again? Gets a spook and real good here. Well, most of them trying to get into. Yep. Put them to 1, they go to 4 if they make a Rizan, and then we just get to kill them anyway with the channel. Somehow I managed to pull that one out despite some sloppy play, but so in the morning. We'll get into the deck now. Okay, well, this hand looks dreadful. Just 2 depleted powers. So I'll take a pass there. So it's much better because we get the merchant, so if these are bad, we get to turn into something else. Although, generally speaking, Annihilate, I think it's probably pretty good now. Yeah, it's just infinite these dudes. The spot where Champion of Cunning is not going to be good for quite some time here. Could very well be the mirror here. Just pull the Primal Source out. I'm actually probably going to kill this now. Just before our opponent gets to make anything with Berserk. So this looks like the Feln Berserk deck. Not sure that matchup probably goes. I think they're probably just a little bit too aggressive. And they should be able to give us a business here, but okay. Well, fortunately we've got like infinite Annihilate there just to keep grinding through this. I don't think this is a feeding time target, but I'm sort of glad that they used up the Dark Return whilst that wasn't in play, because the Dark Return counts as drawing, so it gets to give whatever they drew with the Dark Return Berserk. Also, you just want to buy some time. Well, Vara's favour? Well, there we go, just draw it anyway. Yeah, Vara's favour is great here. Anything the board that we actually want might actually be the power. Yeah, don't need infinite of these, so let's grab the Feln banner. Just because this brings us up to 4 of X and Y, and then we're only like 1 away from being able to play the champion. Rats. Well, I suppose kill your thing with Strategize. Is this actually like a worthwhile feeding time target? I think it is. Like, just kill the card that the deck's named after. Although we're actually doing like a good job of just killing everything. Maybe keeping it in play is not terrible. What's this dude up to? So if we go to 7 power, rather than going for a gift, I'm just going to keep the merchant in hand. Just because then if our opponent's trying to gift us here, I'm not sure what's in their market, they can just grab like gift and gift us, but we get to burglarize it and then just like gift them with their own gift, which I think is a little bit spicy than getting our own. Okay, so we're 7 here anyway, just play Black Sky. Cracking for 2. Just build this dude for us able to do anything. I'm not sure how many Unseen's actually in their deck for them to be getting like mad value off that. It's probably just like a 2-2 that makes Nightfall, which is probably the reason it's in the deck. Okay, well, risky move. I'll take it. It's not excellent against this deck because they should have something like Annihilate just to deal with this, but just like 6/6 avoidable dude is probably good enough to do the job. Yeah, maybe, but roll on here. It's like chomp. Yeah, that's Crest. Should we also set up Lethal next turn here actually? So just bottom that. Crest it up, because we get to crack him for 7 in the air, and we also get to like just channel him for 6 or 7, I think it'll be. Oh, Feln Conjuring. Right, okay, so this is the Team Bro deck. Yeah, so we get to go to 12 here. But we're still able to kill him because we're able to deal 14 next turn, because we've got the 7 here and the 7 here. Yeah, I should just follow. It was like Feln Berserk all through to the end there. Okay, we're on the play. So it gets a Hailstorm and Teacher. So this is probably actually good because the 5 and the 6 are so good. And we're at 3 of each already for the champion, so it's probably good. We'll Crest here, just try and find some card draw. Probably just like bottom of power. Yeah. We'll draw enough over the course of the game. It's unlikely we're just going to be like stuck with just this 4. Okay, so this is good. We've got like Current Merchant, which might just upgrade one of these powers into a Feln banner. Okay, so point. Looks like I'm playing Combray, and it's an aggressive version because you do have the stand together there. I think I'm going to hang fire on the Current Merchant. I don't want to trade away any of these cards right now. Okay, well, now we've got something to sort of work towards. So get rid of the Harbinger, pull in a Feln banner, just I think that Jotun Feast Call is probably better than the second Harbinger because we get to slam this next turn. Okay, so what can they do here? Like if they play 2 spells, they will get one of them to survive the Hailstorm. Well, we're attacking anyway, because we'll just lose our dude. But we'll Hailstorm here. So save for turning 1, makes them 1 or 2-2. Do they have another spell to get through this? Okay, so just like double save for turn. That's sort of fine. I'd like to get through our opponent's save returns, like on our terms. Okay, so I think I'm just trying to dead them. Didn't want to play the Jotun Feast Caller, but I think I was going to be in a position able to try and dead them like as soon as possible. We get to gain like incremental bits of armor here, just like virtual life. Well, should have got in Cold Blood. Don't think they can jump them in this colour combination now. We'll play Black Sky though, just because it's going to force a spell just to keep them in here. But otherwise, it'll gain us 4 lives, make them play a spell on our turn. Yeah, just forcing them to use their spells defensively rather than offensively. Like, of course, get some value out of Alessis, but eventually they will. Like, this tells us they've not got a trick because they didn't attack with the 4/4. So they've not got a trick, so we could just make the free attack here. So do I want to Cull here to try and find a shadow source? Like, if Cull misses, we're probably not losing the spot. So I think we'll Champion of Cunning here. Cull would need to hit exactly like Shadow Sigil, or like I think it's Banner. Yeah. It's okay. So I think they've got a trick now because we're attacking with the 4/4. Well, I'm just like not buying it. We're at 27. They're not in Berserk colours. They can do like a spell. Okay, so we do have something else to do if we miss. Because we've got like a 4-drop now. I think it is just a Feln banner here though. I'm sort of reasonably happy to attack it. I'm sort of hoping that opponent doesn't block the Black Sky, because if they don't, we get to give it like... Okay, so it was actually just the block. Cool. Well, this should seal the game for us there, because a lot of stuff's just getting like +6 power. I don't think our opponent can 22 us with just like the 11 power they've got in play. Especially because we've got like a blocker. Yep. Well, block the big one. So we get to gain 3 lives here, but we've got like 30 odd power in the air, so. Yep. Eventually you run out of gas with Alessi, which is, well, like wondering what's more, but yeah, I think people are probably still alright to still play some amount of Alessi. Okay, just a 2 power. I've had like, if this either had Primal in it, or just like a 3rd power thing, I'd keep this just because Wizarding Odds would get us to the other stuff, but Hand's just like too expensive and clunky. I can see it's just like losing to like just like playing Teacher. Maybe this is why this deck should be playing stuff like Suffocate. I know it's sort of like Suffocate can be a little bit questionable in some matchups, but I think it's just so good when it's actually good that it's probably worth it. This is great. We get told of like Rindras Choice. Rindras Choice might be bad. This could be like a mono shadow deck. Okay, it looks like it's not. Okay, well, this little dude's gonna crack us for 4, no doubt. Well, let's strategize first. Is Rindras Choice gonna be good? I mean, probably gonna have Rindra in their own deck, so we get to do the ultimate justice here. So we've got 2 of each, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 5 each. I feel been a Primal Sigil. We'll Crest Cunning here. Happy to take 4. Don't really want Feln banner. We've not got the champion yet anyway. So even though we've not got champion, I'm still sort of making concessions for the power base that you do need for that. Smirage is good. Probably just going to kill one of these though. Yeah, that's Waystone. Yeah, suppose we are just killing one of them. Turn to pig. Not super sort of ambitious about this matchup. So I'm going to take 8 here if we don't block actually. I'm going to have like Rapid Shot on the deck, which no doubt they do. They've probably got some amount of tricks because, yeah, they've only just hit the 4th power and they've had Nightfall consistently for like the past several turns. Like, I think I will actually just trade here. Uncertain what merchants get in this deck. Could be like Gift of Battle. But yeah, we'll direct turn this late, it's fine. Okay, so now we do have pretty much everything we need. We'll play the John Feast Caller. I probably will need to trigger Nightfall to actually get through here. Okay, great. So they got Rindra, which means this gets to attack again. But we'll block here. Just because it gets Rindra's Choice this, which is just like the most poetic of all justices. So let's call the deck first, see what we find. Okay, so grabbed a Counter Merchant, which is going to be nice. Let's strategize here. Okay, great. So let's shuffle away this Vara's Favour, although we'd like to go to 6 life actually. Let's just Rindras Choice this. Oh, Savage Denial. Alright, okay, so we are dead then. Nice. So, yeah, we managed to. Yeah, it's not the best for us there. Especially because that opponent was like stumbled on power for so long. Unfortunately, we weren't able to sort of pressure that. Just to like this handful of Rindras choices while it wasn't important. So yeah, it's just let me get the max damage. No blocks here. Yeah, it's going for the last game. But it's sort of sweet that the Nightfall archetype is feeling a lot more supported now. And it was nice to see some of those like draft staples like 0-4 just giving us a real business, real difficult to block. Okay, well again, just don't like 2 power hands in this deck, so I'll just redraw this. This is much better. We've got the triple Primal just to make the big Jotun Feast daddy over here. What we're playing is the Crest of Chaos. Oh, that's Cunning. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's probably fine. I've got a Crest, so we can just like bottom a power free if there's a power underneath that. Okay, is this like Dark Heart or the Dark Moment deck maybe? Hailstorm's probably not going to be good here. I think Hailstorm very rarely good against like double crest openers or triple crests. Just kill Iron, which is something you need to be mindful of. If they have an Obelisk in play, okay, so this is Sentinel Reanimator. So this is questionable, but we do have 2 feeding times, which is so nice. Okay, so they've not got a Sentinel in hand, unless they're absolutely just flooded and just trying to sort of like get there by ramping. So it could just be that they do have a Sentinel, but it's one that is reasonably okay to cast. They just don't have the reanimation spell. Okay, what's better than a time merchant? Okay, just extra quarries. Must be digging for something very specific. Well, this is good for us because we get to champion into Black Sky. Then if we find like some more shadow sources along the way, we'll be in great shape. Actually, we can just feed and time that. So make Feast Scholar with the intention of feeding time in this and get to draw a card. If our opponent makes like another threat, that's sort of bad for us. But we're never blocking this with our champion anyway. And also just like the flying's not very relevant with the Sandstorm in play. Okay, well, get a little bit closer to what we need here. Okay, so secret pages. Get a life. So now we just get to bottomless Cobalt Waystone. Okay, Permafrost is good because that stops him going in the graveyard. We'll actually keep Rindras' Choice because it kills Heart of the Vault. There we go. And there's the dude in question. I'm going to be at 7 now as well, so we get to Heart of the Vault this. Plus make our champion a Cunning, which is going to be pretty delicious. Unfortunately, we're not able to like counter any removal spells. But yeah, let's just Rindras this. We'll Permafrost something a little bit more scary for them to get back. Now our plan is just to make another champion next turn. Yeah, they're probably ineligible to this champion actually. Champion's powerful. Okay, so that was Feln Control. Not 100% convinced on this build, though I did actually put like 4 on record, I think. But yeah, Champion Cunning is just like a hell of a drug. Did like a lot of the cheap instruction, would have liked a couple more Permafrost, maybe some Sabotages. Not Sabotage, Suffocates, just because Suffocate's really good against like Teacher, but we didn't really see any, just saw the Alessi's and we're just able to run them out of spells. Rindras' Choice, really good when it's good, of course, just because it's just like 2 mana killer thing. So if we'd face down any Tab Rods, I'd be in really good shape. But yeah, I think the correct answer for this is just to play 2 of them. Because along with this and Annihilate, you should have pretty much everything covered. I think I overstate how good Strategize is at being able to just like get rid of cards like this when they're not good. Especially because sometimes you just like bottom it when it's not good and they'll become good later. You're just like, oh man. But yeah, I just think 2 of these is right. The market's cool when I've got to do the cool thing where for 7 you're able to just like merchant and burglarize to kill an opponent's gift, but no one was interested in gifting us sadly. I think that is probably slightly better than just like proactively getting a gift. Just because everyone can kill this now, it's like, it's not good. I'll say that, I just absolutely got destroyed by Flamestoker the other day. I was just like, oh, what year is it? But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope that resolves. This has been Feln Control. I think the deck's quite cool. There's a lot you can do with it. But yeah, see you around. That's not the deck I chose. Whoops. Well, very good for the opponent. So you can see what I'm working on there as well.